Hello! Call me Aiden, call me nothing but the names that can breathe, and I'm still eating, so it might take a little a little bit of time before we can get into playing Doki Doki today. But yeah, I hope that everybody's week has been going pretty well so far. But I did just stream like only yesterday, so I feel like not as much could happen in a half-day span. So yeah. Franklin, Nye, Calf, it's always good to see you guys. Hope everything's been going good. Eating what? Okay, so I made myself a plate of homemade, Lunchables. So, because I had the epiphany, it was like, wait, I have a ton of cheese. I have a whole bunch of lunch meat that I still haven't used yet. And we have crackers. And then, so that's my little snack for tonight. Because I felt the hunger, but I didn't really have like that big of an appetite. So making a full meal, especially like so close to the stream, was kind of not really a smart thing to do, I should say. So yeah. Did you remember to add the lead? Yeah, so I actually wanted to talk about that, like, on the day that the news broke out, but I just kept forgetting about it each and every time. But don't worry, I have my number 2 pencil right here with me. But yeah, I guess the lunchtime I made myself like earlier today like really filled me up because I made that at like around 11-12 o'clock, and I only started feeling only a little bit hungry before the stream started. So yeah. So with that being said, I'll probably be like muting and all of that, so, like, just so I can eat at the start here. The only problem with this though, it takes a while to do all this. Oh boy. I wish I had more time before the stream started, but I just wasn't hungry until like 10 minutes before we were supposed to start. So this is like the worst timing ever. Remember the secret end that I talked about? Well, it is the regular ending. Oh, really? Huh. So if that's the case... So the secret ending you were talking about is just supposed to be the regular ending, huh? Interesting. I feel like... I don't know. Because honestly, I'm just trying to think about what's about to happen when we actually go into a Doki Doki today. And there's just nothing but like bad feelings, because I do know a little bit about what this game is about, because how could you not by this point? But that being said, I don't know any real details. So just like seeing the journey and seeing the like moment to moment points of like these characters, and trying to figure out what leads them to do certain things later on in the story has been the most interesting part so far. Though with that being said, I can't really figure out anything just based off of what's happened so far, other than Sayori like being completely honest with us about, you know, her own issues and things like that. So that's the only thing that I have like a good sense about where things are about to go. But other than that, I don't know about any of the other characters. Some real things are going to get down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, I just wanted like to join a club with like some cute girls and maybe, like actually get with the childhood friend, you know? Here, let me do some water. Okay, so because I know this will take a while, I'll take like one more. I'll eat like one more cracker, and then we could get started playing the game. Because might as well have something to just like snack on while we're playing, instead of like getting it all out in the beginning, right? But I feel better than yesterday now that I've rested. I still have like a slight headache and my nose is still stuffy, as you can probably clearly hear. So if anything, I'll probably only just read everything in my normal voice. Yeah, that'll probably be what I have to do for today. And then so, I'll just read everything in my normal voice, and then, God, what else did I want to say? I don't remember. But yeah, aside from that, we should be good to go. I know that, God. What's wrong with me? But I guess I wanted to talk about Fallout before we start, because I was actually talking with Mrs. Brief before the stream was starting, because I got her to watch one episode of the Fallout show, and she's been enjoying it so far. But even before that, though, she was a fan of the Fallout series. And then so she mentioned to me that they revealed the like character sheets, or like the stats for the main characters. Like, oh, really? So we got started talking about that for a little bit, and it's both funny to me and also like very sad that Lucy has the worst luck out of the three of them. It makes so much sense, but my god, she just cannot catch a break, can she? But yeah, the ghoul is like, he has like okay intelligence, though I get the feeling that all of the characters' intelligence is not that great, at least compared to our main three characters. But other than that, I had to leave, of course, to get ready for the stream tonight, so I couldn't get to find out what the other like specifics were. But yeah, this might be your last stream if you do 3 to 4 hours, I think. Really? Okay, at least the last stream for the first like playthrough. So we'll probably end up taking like a small break before we come back and do any of the other characters, because I imagine that this is like one of those games where you want to like replay it to see all the different sides, unless it all like converges, you know? I fixed my problem with Fallout 1. I plugged in my drawing talent and just assigned one of the buttons to right click. Oh! You know what? That's smart. That's really smart. Good on you for that. Yeah. I haven't fixed my crashing problem with Fallout New Vegas. I uninstalled the HD textures. It felt like the game does run better without them, which isn't too surprising, but it still crashes like very, very often. So I don't know. I might need to download even more like patch mods and like crash fixes and things like that. But the only thing left is to maybe like try window mode, compatibility mode, and things like that. But yeah. But aside from that, though, I started a second character in New Vegas, that being said, because even though I have been crashing a whole bunch in that game, it's still really fun to play. and I'm not losing like tons of progress, only like a minute or two. So yeah. So because my first character was melee focus, and now my second character is energy weapon focus. So Yeah. Your last stream ever. No! Not when we're so close to 1 year. Don't wish that upon me. Or not even before I turn, or get 1 year older too. Let's not forget that. Also probably gonna get the Game of the Year edition of Fallout 4, since it's on sale for the DLC, and play the DLC when the next gen update comes. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Ah, yeah, I don't have any of the DLC for Fallout 4, but I'm okay with that, honestly, because even though I've enjoyed my time with the game, now that I've started to play New Vegas more again, it's just reminded me just like how good it is. And it's not too big either, so I can actually realistically get from one end of the map to the other in a reasonable amount of time compared to like Fallout 4. So I'm more of a fan of that by comparison. But yeah. I've never done a melee character or energy weapon character in any Fallout at all. I think it's the lack of variety that throws me. I can see that, yeah. For melee, you can really only just like change like what type of weapon that you use, because it's either like fast, small knife or big, slow hammer and things like that. So I get it. But for me, I usually like end up always like pairing it off with something else. So for melee, that's usually like a stealth build. Just like going around just trying to assassinate people, and if that doesn't work, then I just like turn to a hulking bruiser. And then with energy weapons, of course, that also includes things like doing science, charm, and just like talking my way out of tons of situations, and being a good barterer too. So yeah. On both of these characters though, I've managed to run all the way up to the New Vegas Strip from Good Springs north. So I found like a good route that like avoids a good number of death claws. Not entirely. I have to like climb up onto a rock here and there to like go off their pathing and then just try to just book it to the next rock. So yeah. So I managed to do that, and then so I sell my DLC weapons and get like a good start on some weapons with the caps that I get. It's not enough to get into the strip right away, but it's definitely a good start because the gunrunner vendor starts with a lot of caps for you to sell. You can't even play the game right? Like, well, if they tell you can't do something, then what's that? Who am I to like not take up the challenge, right? Shall we play yet? Yes. So let me take one more bite out of my food, and then I'll switch over to the game. So give me one quick second. Alright. And let me switch over. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I was about to say, where is the game? But there it is. I don't know why some of this stuff was turned off. I don't see, or rather, I don't remember playing any other like PC game on stream recently. But yeah. Okay. So I said I would take one more bite, but hang on, let me take another one. I'm almost done, I promise. Only have like four servings left. Okay. Because once I'm able to like finish eating, then I think I can actually go all in with doing a little bit of voices. I do have a bad feeling about this. The title screen has never felt more ominous before today because I don't know. Wait, is Monica the only one that's wearing black stockings or black leggings or knee socks out of the four girls? Oh, looks like it. It looks like it, but I think I could be imagining that too. Alright. Now I just need to like drink some water. Guys, I've had this plate of food before in past streams, and it's rough. So I tried to talk while eating this stuff. Alright. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything. I reassured her. No? Wait. Franklin, what's wrong? I feel like I'm freaking out. That's making me scared. I don't remember reading this line, so let me just read it again. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. Excuse me, I had to burp. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event would be great too. Aiden, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Why is there no music? Huh, okay. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared of all the poems for performing. Ooh. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So, that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. It will happen in the stream. That is so ominous. Not knowing exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. Come on, man. Like, you know, like, what's going on with her. That's a little unfair. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayu told me yesterday. You know what? That's worse, because you straight up forgot, like, something so important that she told you. And I suddenly feel awful, like there's this man inside of me that's just berating me for forgetting. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Aiden. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Did she tell you about that? Because otherwise, you should know what we were talking about, right? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Okay, I was in the middle of like trying to break up like my slice of turkey, and when she said that, I just like stopped. Okay, wait. Okay. Exchange? Monica, you know about all that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? our player character is definitely a 1 in intelligence. I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh, yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on his own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ampersand? Oh no. Ah. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Aiden? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. Just a small feeling that I have. I don't think she's ever written anything like this before. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so. Ah, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, Debbie. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? Haven't you, done this multiple times before? Is it only different because we're in a relationship now? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Hi! No! Where'd she get that rope? Oh? Ah. Game script chapter 5.rpy. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Why? Why would she do this? How can I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. Yeah. Like, I immediately felt regret, like, as soon as I clicked the option. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it always has been, and I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Oh! That was it. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! Oh no, okay. Her stockings are brown now here. Unless they've always been brown on her. Later is worse than this? More violent? Oh boy. I think the musicians are a little bit drunk. Same for my writer, because what the hell is this? Double arrow. L young dukes have divided the and yes Ali you times K. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. I feel like the way he's talking about her is different from the start of the game. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. In a bit, you can't save or even get out of the game. Or log out? Oh. I don't think that would be a problem. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. However, she would chase... Okay. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let the catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. The mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Don't remember saying that? Oh boy. So we're in uncharted territory, eh? This actually isn't part of the game, and your computer is just effing up. You know what? I believe it with the way that Fallout New Vegas has been acting. Like, I believe it. Okay, cracker time. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. You'd be surprised. It's school day. It's an ordinary second. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Aiden? Monica? Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of... dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's not really boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the company room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Aiden. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Ah. I mean, I guess so, but... In that case... Did you, see the screen glitch? No. Like, everything was perfectly fine for me. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I saw it. It's like... I have no idea... what, like, kind of adventure we're about to, like, go on here, so I'm just kind of rolling with everything. Is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... Sorry, give me like one quick second. Okay. If you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Aiden. You know that? It's nothing, really. As in, call me nothing. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to the devil, and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Oh! Don't do that! Jesus Christ. Oh, so that's what we're in for, huh? Can I tell you something? Sure, if it doesn't, like, spoil the game. Yeah. She tweaking? Just slightly. Is just very, very slightly. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? No, she did not buy me. Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Aiden. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Yuri and the rest of the club is different. Huh. Okay. They're different, huh? All of them? All of them? But yeah. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Aiden in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... Well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. Monica's for later, okay. Okay, so, theory time. So here's what I'm thinking so far with what's happening. While I just blow my nose real quick. So I'm thinking that Monica, Natsuki, and Yuri here, they're probably like, what's the best way to describe them? They're probably like unknown beings in this world that hold a lot of power over reality. And the three of them together are in this club, but and then they all fell for the main character, so now they're all just kind of to like compete with each other to win me. But that's where the conflict starts. And so Sayori is not a part of that, and she gets caught in the crossfire And so this is where we are now. I think you're insane. Okay, wait, but listen, I was just like, that picture of Charlie Days, I think his name is, with like the chalkboard. I think I have something here. One of them is an unknown being with power. Okay. Okay. So I'm on the right track in that case, but that does leave the question of everybody else. But we can leave that for just the game to like reveal it to us as we go. Hang on. Okay. I think dog with water. Just speaking of which, water would help too. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come and sit down, Aiden? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks in the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Oh, hang on. You know what helps? My 6-pack of RC Cola. I don't know if, like, carbonation is what I need in my system right now. For my nose. Actually, that could end up clearing it up, like, pretty well, huh? But otherwise, nah, I think, like, maybe something spicy, or just heat in general is what I need. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you'll feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. One chip. I do have, like, my next bite prepared, so just in case. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Aiden, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Weeb. I think he can get a pass because his nationality is the place of origin. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Good news and bad news. Good news, good are in some of the pictures. Bad, well, you know. I think I do. Yeah. Okay, so I will say one thing is that I'm very tempted to just like skip through some of this, but I feel like I shouldn't. Bad news, you're banned. From where? The bookstore or this literature club? Because if it's the literature club, that's actually good news. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. You're banned everywhere. No, not even like... not even the planet? I can't live here anymore? Dang. I guess I gotta go colonize the moon. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Kinda like this one. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways. Yuri, that's not an anyway segue. That's a hold up moment. I've been reading a lot of horror lately. That's also not a good segue topic. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Uh-huh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes sat over to me for a split second. Never mind. Okay, water break. Okay. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I need another napkin. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Oh, God, okay. That should help for like 2 minutes. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work, you can set an example, and help Doki feel comfortable enough to share hers. She deflates immediately. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Eden? Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? Well, what's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth for what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. Yes, I need to tell you the truth, Aiden. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... The poems again? Yeah, I know, right? I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Okay, hang on. I know what'll help.
I was so terrible. Oh, I'm going down in this situation. Okay, hang on.
Ooh-wee, okay. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Aiden? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left off after all this, I would be super pissed. Aiden, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Aiden, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a lecture club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. Huh. This like piece of cheese that I tore up looks like Hexus. Yo, it even has like the panhandle and all that too. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Aww. Sure? A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. Is this Sayori? I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceilings and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I resurfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. So you're saying that 5 people was useless and 4 people is good? It should have been me, not her. It's not fair. Also, Sayori's gone. Was Monika ever, like, here with these two? I don't think she was. Okay, I'm just still gonna, like, click randomly still in honor. Oh! I'm just now noticing. The words that I'm clicking on, they're jumping up in reaction to them if they like it or not. Boop. Monika wasn't? Okay. Hi again, Aiden. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. So if you pay attention, you can actually tell, like, who you're getting points with the words you're selecting. Cool. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh! You know, for a second, I thought she, like, popped up with, like, one of those, like, disguise glasses with, like, the bushy eyebrows and the fake nose. And so I'm about to, like, get on her. It's like, sorry, the music kind of detuned for a second there. But yeah, I saw something completely different when she popped up. Thanks for keeping your promise, Aiden. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. God! Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out, or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monika, you're kind of in the way of the text box there. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Me? Oh, everything is like slightly tilting. Oh god. What's going on? Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, mangaka and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops it back into her seat. Oh, I think the lead in this Lunchables is starting to hit. I'm sorry, Aiden. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, not that you're in the club and all. Perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Well... Lad, let's effing go. Nothing a little PB&J sandwich looks like can't fix, right? The true meaning that everything is going upside down. Flipped on his head, yeah. I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club room now. So it only feels right to me for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like... well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. What did I mean by lead? A news report came out like a few days ago. I think it's been like a week, at least, by this point. Where, some researchers, found out that, for like the past, like, few decades, I'm pretty sure, the Lunchables, like, box set? Lunchable box sets, there we go. Contain trace amounts of lead in them, which is a very, very dangerous element, dangerous metal to be putting into your body. And then so, yeah, that really broke the news, especially over at Twitter. And so that's just kind of been like a whole thing, in which people kind of can't trust Nestle and Lunchables anymore. So, yeah. Oh, nice. Well, at least the good thing about it is that we found out that there was even lead in there in the first place. So that's good. But yeah, it sucks that so many people have fond memories of them. Because I eat them. Oh no. Okay, honestly, the next best thing is, here's what you do. You buy yourself, like, a carton of, like, lunch meat. So, this could be, like, turkey or ham, whatever you prefer. Get yourself a stack of cheese, and then, some of those, like, small stacks of Ritz crackers, and then boom. Like, you have your own, homemade Lunchables. Free of any lead. But yeah. So, I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. I like that Peanut Butter Gamer did a video a couple months back, titled Eating Lunchables for 1 week straight. Oh no! Oh no. And peanut butter, like, shortens to PB, which is, like, the elemental symbol for lead. No! PB Gamer. It was his destiny all along. He was meant for this moment. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention. even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yay. Thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, okay. There we go. We're not tilting anymore. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but... Excuse me, had to burp. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging through, munching around in the closet. I think nothing bad happens for this day except a glitch. Okay, gotcha. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Oh, it's like a whole separate room back there. I thought this was just like a cabinet, but no. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. Yeah! Wow, I thought this was just like a metal cabinet. But no, this is a whole room inside of the classroom. You looking for something in there? How would I... What's the delivery for this line? Oh, I know how to do this. Hang on, give me one quick second. Fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Thank you. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. It's a complete accident. I don't even know why I have the like karaoke mic in this like setup here, but hey, if it works. Manga. You eat manga, right? Sometimes. I'm going out of the screen. Nothing is like as it seems. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Or unless you're a kid. How did you know anyway? I heard you brought it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the walls. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. Or you're just uncultured? What? Just because I've never heard of I can't even give an example because I don't know any music artists. Jesus. Like my own joke just like turned into me becoming the punchline. Like what? If you're going to judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Aiden. Consider this Don't judge a book by... Don't judge a book... In fact... Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's... exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there! Wah! Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. Okay, hang on, I gotta move my nose. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why is that? Ah, I guess it's easier to be close like this. Don't just say that! You'll make me feel weird about it! Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. There's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and again? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished a series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh! She actually looks great, like in this artwork right here. Yeah. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well... I'm... fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something like you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Good art? Yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Do you not have any friends? Such a loser. Sorry. Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like... Eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. Ugh. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm also kind of a loser. Wow. So I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. I can't believe that I joked ahead of the joke. Wow. Just a bunch of losers. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. If it is anime, if it's an anime manga, they're losers. There's a like hint of irony to it, of course. Like, anime character likes anime? That's so weird. I just can't win, can I? Though to be fair, there are people that don't like live action stuff. So they like is it right to judge them? I don't know. Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, beating it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki? Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! I cannot make this out. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. It's not even actual words here. Bro, why did the text glitch when you said that there are a bunch of losers? They're just, they're just trying to find the words. They're a little speechless right now. Ah, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... Wait, hang on. I told you not to give... Oh.
Okay, hang on. Huh? Is that also skull? Oh, that was a big piece. Hang on. This might take a little bit longer than usual.
Ah, okay.
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Aiden. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. You know, kind of like how that commercial goes. You're not you when you're hungry. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Oh, it feels like the day's been going on for like quite a while. I didn't think we would actually be sharing poems. The good bar. I wonder like how the commercials for that one would go. Tired of not feeling like yourself? Or something along those lines. Let's go to Yuri. Let's focus on Yuri this time around. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Hmm. And plus, we've gotten, like, no Yuri for, like, the past 10 minutes, I don't think. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to speak. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. What do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading, Do It. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her head, her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Oh, oh, hang on. There's a skip option here, which means all this is the same. Okay. So we can just like go through this, no problem. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Huh? Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ugh. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I should be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours is really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem make me go, ha, well it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? Ow, I bit my tongue. I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Okay, this is the same poem. I can't click out of it? Okay, there we go. And now it's back to normal. Hi, Aiden. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good! Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Eden. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Eden. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Okay, maybe we should, like, lean into the Natsuki route, because it feels like that's where we're going naturally. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fuzzy mood pretty often. What? Oh, her thing is gonna be negligence? Oh, okay. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just my guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. I don't think we've read this before. A hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Wait. Oh, this is... We read a similar poem, but this is different. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes could no longer see color. Then are others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? Yeah, give me a second. It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Oh. Ew. Okay, there you go. That was the same stuff. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Okay, well, the music is, glitching again? It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. How good did you feel at the beginning? Good in what way? If you're talking about how I'm feeling, it's kind of more the same. It was like, better. But only slightly over these past few days. But if you're talking about something else, just let me know. Well, oh, I read that already. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Aiden did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. So the glitch came? Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to happen so quickly, because I think we have been playing for 15 minutes before the game really started to glitch out. So it came as a surprise, that's for sure. But I already had a bad feeling coming into the game today, so yeah. Okay. Which I haven't yet. Ugh. And Aiden liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Aiden appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs naturally grew a size bigger as soon as Aiden started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Both of them said it. Hey, yo, whoa! Should I click on something? Oh god! Okay, thumb raise. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for some of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Aiden hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just knows I'm standing here. Aiden, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh, how do I... Whatever, so it goes... Yuri? Hi. If I didn't warn you, your reaction. Yeah. Ayo. Oh yeah, about the whole thing with Yuri. That was kind of wild. Yeah. Get the good part back, Monica. I think it's a little bit too late now. Hang on. What did I do to deserve this club? All I wanted was a peaceful life. But you know what? War never changes. Something along those lines. Oh, hi. This is like one of those cutaways, actually, that they do in those commercials where like everything freezes and then the guy like walks across and is like, has this ever happened to you? Ah, Aiden was so cringe she had to hit him with the Monica stare. Um, hey, Aiden, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Oh, snap! The text like wrapped like to her body. Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. And once they're done tearing up the fabric of reality. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was a little bit more assertive sometimes. Hey, I'll give you a second. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh god. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Aiden, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. Ooh. It's fine. Oh, it's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all of it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please, let me take the responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Aiden. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but... Oh! Oh snap, all my saves are gone! What? Okay. Ah. Okay, I need to drink some water. So that's what she meant by she had no choice. Okay. So I guess let's just keep... What? Oh! Maybe I shouldn't have picked that. The game is trying to prevent me from going down Yuri's path because it's only making those like bits sounds when it's something that she would like on this poem. And then everybody seems to be against Yuri too. I think she's gonna be next. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting again. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Okay. I'm not even gonna read this because she kind of doesn't have a head to make the sounds, so... I wonder if Yuri was not shy? Like you're saying that she became this way ever since she joined the club? Hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Oh, there she is! Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please, don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri. I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Also, because Sayori wasn't here, our resident de-escalator wasn't here to, like, get everybody back on track. but whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Okay, but she shouldn't be apologizing to me. She should be apologizing to Natsuki. I think you should change the title for the live. What's it say? Oh, the school festival begins. Oh! You're right, it's not really a school festival anymore. No, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. Because for anybody that's played the game already before, they're gonna know what happens on the day of the school festival. So, and plus it's not like it's a lie. Like, the start of the stream was technically the start of the festival, even though we never really went. So, yeah. Eden. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. So Franklin. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Nah. No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she is. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Excuse me, had to burp. Also, is it either or either? Either? Because I think I say either, like, regularly. But I think, like, in other, like, parts of the English-speaking world, they say either, so I don't know. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. Oh, right, because Monica made her forget. Right. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things that I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Okay, wait, theory? Okay, they don't show up in the history log, but I'm thinking that when the words, like, get like that, that's like Monica, I'm assuming, because she's like the only person that's not here anymore. We're not in the room at present. But I feel like when her text ends up looking like that, that's like Monica taking over and just making her say those things. So I can't remember if the argument also started with like that font, but if it did, that was Monica like throwing a wrench into the club space to maybe try to make us hang out more with her instead. So I think that's what's going on. Yeah, you don't need to say if it's right or wrong or anything like that, but that's just where I'm thinking so far. I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kinda weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry! I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long, anyway? Ah. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. Oh yeah, right. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell, at least. Okay. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Ah, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require quite a lot of dedication. Wait, study hall? But she was playing piano? What? So I'm still impressed. Ah, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Aiden. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club, or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Hidden. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Ah, I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there. So, it's okay, right? Who do you think is acting normal the most? Probably Yuri? Out of the three? Well, I guess I kinda can't base this off of, like, what kind of glitches have happened so far. No, I still say that Yuri is acting the most normal out of these three. Well... yeah, because she's in the same headspace that our main character is in, and she remembers the most about what's happening. She might not be as susceptible to, like, any, like, reprogramming or whatever, like, Sayori seems to be. Well, not Sayori. Natsuki seems to be. In that case, I don't see any problem. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. Probably, actually, I don't think I need this napkin just yet. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah. But I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. What's the story about anyway? Well, Alright, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There is an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped here there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and fixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. Okay, can we go back to saying, Natsuki is the most known one? That's kind of dark, isn't it? Okay, so I forgot about, like, Yuri's, like, interest in, like, knives and, dark stuff. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yes, because all stories that start with, you know, religious camps are nice stories. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Aiden? No, it's not that. How did you find this game? It was just kind of like been floating around in my head. Like I've seen everybody like starting to let's play it for the first time when it first came out back in like what, 2015, 2016, and it's just been sitting in my Steam library like ever since. And so but because of all of that time, little bits of like cultural osmosis like happened. So I picked up little bits and pieces about what happens in the story, who these characters are. But otherwise, I'm completely blind to the actual story of this game. So it's been pretty fun going through this, like I said earlier. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, we're all worthless anyway. Okay. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Be glad that it happened. I haven't lost interest or anything. Good thing this is just kid coding. As a good thing this isn't like a virus or anything like that. Yeah. I would hope not, because I got this directly through Steam. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... I kinda forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started on reading it, right? No! Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had, put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. This might just be like a hacking game. No, I think it's just like a completely normal visual novel. With nothing else strange about it. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Is that a particularly bad thing? Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Man! Why couldn't we have done something like this for Sayori, back when she was still with us? It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kinda difficult to turn the page. Here. Yui takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. More art! Nice! Also, this is a really small classroom. Huh. 3 rows of desks? That's so weird. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking of the way she second-guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yeah? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. Oh yeah, Franklin, you said earlier that you think that we could be just finished in 3 to 4 hours. Was that counting like reading all this stuff like in our head, or does that count me reading everything out loud? Because that easily adds like at least another hour and a half if it doesn't include me reading everything. You can end it? No, I was just curious. Because I would say I'll probably go for like at least another hour. But it still feels like there's still a decent chunk before this ends. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Maybe at the top of the hour, at around 10 o'clock. Would be better to call it. Yuri stands up and frantically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Aiden? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Well, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. I had seen a person do the gameplay, so there's probably a few more hours. Okay. So, probably one more stream before we're like done in that case? In which there might not even be any branching paths in this game, like kind of like the illusion of choice, but they all happen anyway, continuously one after the other. No, nothing. It took them 6.5 hours. Okay. 6.5 hours, so we're actually on pretty good pace, if that's the case. Taking a little bit longer, for sure, because this is like stream number 3, but I think it's fine. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other while she's gone? By you reading chat, probably 10. As in 10 hours total or 10 extra hours? Because that's like Astra levels of time right there. Oh my god. So end it when you want to. Yeah, of course. Either we'll end it when this day is over, or we'll end it at like 10 o'clock. 10 hours altogether. Okay, gotcha. Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Okay. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. Okay, with like the lens that she might be neglected in her own house, okay. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. Alright, if there's like anybody who's like a I can fix her character in this game, it's probably Natsuki. Like, even more than like Sayori, Natsuki is probably the most I can fix her type character here. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. Okay, this is the same. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Huh, this is all new apparently. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy? Like, why are we bullying all these VTubers when they're just trying to be happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. There's a few parts that needed to be censored for good reasons. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, this stream might be demonetized now because of Sayori's pastime activities this morning. Yeah. Well, demonetized, as if, like, I was ever monetized in the first place. But, that being said, these past two Final Fantasy streams that I've done, for 16 and 7, both of them got copyright claims, and the ending song for Final Fantasy 16 made that stream get region blocked in Russia, of all places. So, I have no idea what's going on with, like, the rights for, that song in Japanese. But, yeah, that stream, my Russian audience is not gonna see it now. I don't know why. Russia specifically, but yeah. The one time I'm just, like, not stressed out over a song playing during the credits because it's probably just composed for the game, which it probably was. But no, so weird. Such as the two girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Most of us are in the USA, so yeah. But that doesn't make it okay. What if I end up going down, like, the Botan route, and just accidentally get, like, a huge Russian audience? You never know. You gotta keep all your doors open for where I am, in, like, my YouTube career. Jeez. Now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now. Alright, Monica? Hi again, Nathan. How's the riding going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you applied yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. For me going to Russia, that sucks. Yeah, that's true. If you're going, like, to Russia at any point, then you can't watch that one specific stream. It's like, the playthrough is ruined. You never know. Wanna share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Let me give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Aiden. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Ahaha! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. Hang on, let me drink some water real quick. Ah, alright, that feels much better. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes, I get the impression that she's totally just given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like, earlier. Excuse me, I had to burp. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? Sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me? Oh, this is new. Oh. The colors. They won't bright. Beautiful flat in expanding piercing red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. The rating screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like play a cookboard on a rootable, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. In the speed of me English deleter. Oh! Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. Were there any vowels in that one? There were. Okay. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, all that's left is Yuri. I've been waiting for this! Let's see what you've written for today. I don't know exactly how Akihiko says that, so that could either be way off or kinda close. If he even says it out loud. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. I understood that reference. I knew you would have. That was for all my Persona fans out there. Do you like it? Aiden? How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more... I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yui visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Aiden. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Aiden? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Oh. Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Riding. Was that thunder? Oh. Okay. Well, good thing we're about to call the stream soon. Alright, let's try to hurry up before the power goes out or something like that. Oh, I can't save. Okay. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin cape tied to a thick rope. Oh, a thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Tune controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open waters in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy snakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolt head. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes. Breathing lime. Breathing prayers. Breathing sky. Breathing wheel. Oh, that's time, not lime. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. Ah, that is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping it. I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. The joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Alright, so this is very obviously about us, in this club. For a second, I thought it was like talking about a bar, but no. A third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love, Yuri. We're getting closer to it. YouTube doesn't have that emoji yet, so it makes it that way, but I know what that's supposed to be, because I also have an iPhone. Okay, everyone! Is that Sayori? Sayori! Say something if you can. If you can. Oh, I like slipped into like a Shaggy type voice for a second there. Whoa. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? No, she's gone. We have something to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Excuse me. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Excuse me. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Aiden joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't a time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. The festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. Yeah, even worse than last time? I'm just gonna assume it's gonna be worse each and every time. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Then again, this is a literature club, so I think people will be more quiet. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share a passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where everyone can express themselves, like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Aiden? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Aiden to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Aiden joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Aiden isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. Rather super blunt and rude, yeah. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Aiden want to get more members too. Right? Sad version of the theme. I don't know about Yuri, but I'm just kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, it is up to me to rescue this situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club. It's nothing more than a few place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Aiden, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given the choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice, your diction. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't that many places like that for me. And now Monica must have taken it away from me. She's not taking anything away. Oops, I clicked out. No, Aiden. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one... I mean... At least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki... No, wait. I thought that that special poem was about Yuri. Is it going to be about Natsuki instead? Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the vessel? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Oh! I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decisions that's right for the club. But what about you, Aiden? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Oh? I saw that. Each member contributes their own... Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. That is a hint in the game. I feel like less of a hint to more of a blatant sign in this case of where it's about to go. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you are a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend. Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Aiden? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Aiden before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. This is a good stopping point for the stream, 2.5 hours. It would be, yeah. Though, I think we're really close to finishing the day, so it's not like I don't mind going for a little bit longer, as if I haven't gone long before. So, yeah. Yeah, let's go until the end of this day. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Aiden, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. Is the screen getting darker? It is. Psst. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that, as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No, stop it! Alright, well, that's the stream. Wow, okay. Huh. Definitely gotta, like, stew on all of that for a little bit. Alright, let's switch over to, the chatting screen for just a little bit. And then we'll wrap up the stream over there. Okay. I saved already, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I can close out of this now. Alright. Oh, but man, things are really starting to get, crazy. At these, like, in this stream now. Man. We couldn't save Sayori. No. I don't think the answer, would have changed if I confessed to her or not. 15-minute talk. Probably less than that. I would probably say closer to 5 minutes, because I gotta make sure that I don't overextend myself this week. Make sure that I'm well rested in time for next week, because I really don't want to like delay the karaoke stream next Monday. But if I don't like actually recover by this upcoming weekend, it might not happen. So yeah, and like, it sucks because I do have like an entire set list just like right here, so just flash that for a split second. So, yeah. So, I can only hope. But yeah, I'm really interested. I got a little bit sidetracked right there. I'm really interested. For sale, set list never used. It's like, hey, Priyanka, Lily, do you guys need a set list? It was like, I'm not able to use it this one. I feel like Priyanka would be like more willing to sing these songs than Lily would be. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like even though I don't listen to as much music, just from like the general vibes that I get from her own karaoke streams, I feel like that they would match up well enough. But yeah. That being said, whenever Lily decides to do her karaoke stream, I haven't forgotten, and I will make sure she knows that I haven't forgotten. But whenever she decides to do that stream, then I'll like really get to see, like, because I have an idea of your music tastes, but what the songs that you sing versus the song that you listen to can be like two different things entirely. So yeah. Okay, I got sidetracked again. I'm really interested to see where the game is really gonna go, because I feel really bad that we weren't able to like help Sayori. And from the looks of it now, Natsuki is like next on the list, next on the chopping block for this game. But yeah, it really seems like that Monica is just kind of, it's a really interesting character, because she, I think very obviously by this point now, she's a person that exists outside the confines of this visual novel, quote unquote. And so she pretty much like lives in purgatory until we like start up the game and start playing it. So ever since she met us, she's like kind of figured that out, and that's just led her down the path of trying to get us to help her not be alone anymore. But I don't know, we don't have to like keep playing and see. So just like find out where that goes. Don't make next streams Doki Doki take a month. Oh, don't worry, I won't. I'm hooked in. So I think I probably won't stream it next week. I don't think. I still might. It depends on what game I'm gonna play for Wednesday, because I might do Final Fantasy 16 just so I can get started on the DLC, because I'm not sure how long that's gonna take. Or I could just make it Doki Doki again, so that we can really focus on finishing this game too. She's like me, for real, for real. Who, Monica? Oh man, I didn't know that you had like reality bending powers now. It's like, man, is that why you could get all those like dubs and Fall Guys? Man, a lot of bad things are going to happen. Bad things are already happening. What do you mean? Bad things are already happening, and we're like in a small little like interlude until the next part. But yeah, I will go now. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Franklin. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you in the next stream, or the next Doki Doki stream. Yeah. I modded Fallout 4 to my liking. You know what? That's the perfect way to use your powers, you're right. Man. I need to play the Fallout games. Well, I have been, but I'm gonna play more of them now. But alright. I think with that, that's like a good place to like end it. So yeah. So yeah. Now I thank you for stopping by as always. And hanging out. And thank you to anybody who was lurking as well, or stopped by, or watching the VODs too. Yeah. So definitely we'll play Doki Doki again before this month is over. It's just a question of whether it'll be next week or not. So yeah. But alright. With all that being said, take care and enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Oh, and the rest of your week, since I won't be streaming this Saturday or Sunday. So yeah. But alrighty. Have a good night. Bye. I'm gonna be old.